Welcome to the YouTube channel The Right Place, your cozy corner for creativity, sustainable crafting, and magical inspiration. Today, we're diving into the enchanting world of DIY fairy house castles, but with a beautiful twist. They're made entirely from natural and recycled materials. Get ready to explore how simple scraps and nature's treasures can come together to form whimsical fairy homes. Whether you're a nature lover, an eco-conscious crafter, or just someone looking to bring a little magic into your space, you're in for a treat. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss a creative idea that brings fantasy to life with sustainability in mind. Let's get started. 1. Gathering nature's treasure. Materials that spark imagination. The journey begins with a walk through your backyard, a local forest, or even a beach. Nature is brimming with building materials waiting to be discovered. Sticks, moss, pebbles, pine cones, and bark are perfect for forming the foundation of your fairy house castle. These materials are not only free and eco-friendly, but they also give your creation an authentic woodland charm. Recycled items are the secret ingredients to add flair and functionality to your build. Bottle caps can become windows, cardboard can serve as walls, and broken jewelry pieces transform into magical door knobs or fairy chandeliers. Every piece tells a story, and combining nature with discarded objects creates a rich tapestry of textures and colors in your castle. 2. Planning your fairy castle layout. Think small, dream big. Before gluing a single twig, it helps to sketch out a rough design of your fairy house castle. Will it have turrets made of bark tubes, a mossy rooftop, maybe a tiny bridge leading to a pebble garden? Planning gives direction, and even if it evolves during the process, it ensures a harmonious blend of structure and imagination. Your layout can be inspired by real-life castles or completely whimsical, depending on the fairy tale you want to tell. Consider elevation changes using stacked stones or levels made from salvaged cardboard. The more layered your plan, the more magical your final piece will feel, almost like the fairies themselves helped build it. 3. Building the foundation, stable, strong, and sustainable. A good fairy house starts with a strong foundation. Flat rocks, reclaimed wood, or sturdy cardboard boxes form the base, giving your castle durability and structure. Using natural adhesives like cornstarch glue or EcoSafe wood glue keeps the project environmentally responsible from the ground up. 'Don't rush this step. Building a stable base ensures your fairy castle stands the test of time and weather, especially if displayed outdoors. Allow layers to dry before adding height. And remember, even the most magical homes need a strong footprint in the real world. 4. Crafting whimsical details, doors, windows, and miniature touches. This is where your fairy house castle comes to life. Twigs become door frames, acorn caps transform into lanterns, and bottle shards form glowing stained glass windows. These small, intentional touches are what turn a simple structure into a magical fairy haven, reflecting both craftsmanship and storytelling. 'Recycled bits shine. Here use soda can tabs as handles, corks for towers, and old buttons as stepping stones. Details make the difference. And when you combine nature with forgotten trinkets, you create a home that feels alive and filled with stories. 5. Landscaping your fairy realm, gardens, paths, and forest features. No fairy castle is complete without its surrounding kingdom. Pebble paths, moss carpets, and tiny twig fences turn your project into a full immersive scene. Use old trays or shallow boxes as your base, layering dirt or sand before decorating it with natural finds. Recycled plastic lids can become fairy ponds, and wire from old electronics might just become a perfect trellis or fairy gate. Let your imagination run wild as you turn discarded bits into royal grounds fit for fairy royalty. 6. Lighting the magic, solar, LED, and natural glows. Light is essential to create that magical glow. Tuck small solar garden lights or battery-powered LEDs behind windows or inside towers to make your fairy house twinkle after dark. Choose warm-toned lights to evoke a cozy, enchanted atmosphere straight out of a storybook. 'Recycled jars, old glass bottles, or even translucent plastic from packaging can become glowing lanterns or miniature fireplaces. Placing lights strategically adds depth and life to your creation, giving the illusion that fairies are home, ready to invite you into their world. 7. Protecting and displaying your creation, indoor and outdoor tips. After investing so much love into your fairy castle, you'll want to protect it. If displayed outdoors, apply an eco-friendly sealant to preserve wood, bark, and cardboard against rain and sun. Indoors, place your fairy home on a decorative tray or shelf, surrounded by fairy lights or plants. Whether tucked under a tree, nestled in a garden, or displayed in your living room, your DIY fairy castle is a celebration of creativity, nature, and sustainability. Let your creations spark conversations, ignite imaginations, and inspire others to build their own magical worlds from the materials around them. 8. Seasonal themes, reflecting nature's changes in fairy design. Designing your fairy house castle to reflect the seasons brings even more charm and personal connection. In spring, use fresh moss, pastel flower petals, or painted eggshells. Autumn might feature dried leaves, pine cones, and acorns in rich amber tones. Nature's cycles offer endless inspiration for evolving your fairy kingdom throughout the year. 'Recycled craft items, like colored paper scraps or unused holiday decorations, can add festive magic to your seasonal themes. Try a snowy cotton-covered roof for winter or a leafy canopy for summer. This makes your fairy home not only sustainable, but constantly refreshing and engaging to look at. 9. Fairy furniture. Cozy interiors with character. Once your castle exterior is complete, it's time to decorate the inside. Sticks become bed frames, walnut shells can be bathtubs, and small stones make charming tables. These tiny pieces give your fairy house an inviting, lived-in atmosphere where you almost expect the fairies to come home any minute. 'Recycled materials such as fabric scraps for bedding or toothpicks for ladders add a practical and sustainable touch to your interiors. Old beads and thread spools can transform into elegant fairy chandeliers or stools. Designing these mini elements is like furnishing a dollhouse with imagination and earth-conscious charm. 10. Fairy mailboxes and storytelling features. Add a magical narrative to your build by creating a tiny fairy mailbox or message board. A rolled-up recycled paper scroll tucked into a twig mailbox invites curious minds to imagine letters being exchanged between fairies. These story-driven elements give your fairy house depth and personality. You can add family names for the fairies, create miniature books from cereal boxes, or make scroll maps of their kingdom. It turns your project into a living storybook, an enchanting blend of creativity, recycled artistry, and whimsical storytelling that evolves with every visit. 11. Creating water features and magical effects. Nothing says enchantment like a sparkling fairy pond or miniature waterfall. Blue glass pieces, shiny wrappers, and recycled plastic from packaging can mimic water when layered and sealed. Adding a water feature brings a soothing, natural aesthetic to your fairy world. 'Try creating misty effects with cotton for clouds or fog, and use translucent materials for mystical crystals or floating orbs. These extra effects turn your project into a mini fantasy environment, rich with magic and movement, all while repurposing discarded items with new life. 12. Hidden doors and secret passages, the element of surprise. Incorporating secret doors or hidden passageways adds intrigue and invites imagination. Small hinges made from paper clips or recycled plastic tabs allow doors to swing open, revealing staircases, rooms, or treasure chests hidden inside your castle. It's the perfect way to add wonder and playfulness to your design. Use scraps of cardboard to form hidden compartments and add fake vines or branches to camouflage them. Whether you're building for kids or for yourself, these clever hideaways make your DIY fairy house castle a delightful experience every time someone explores it. 13. Using natural dyes and earthy colors. Enhance your materials with color naturally. Beetroot, turmeric, coffee, and spinach all make beautiful natural dyes to color twine, cloth, or paper. These tones keep your fairy house earthy and aligned with the organic essence of the forest. 'Recycled paper painted with natural dyes can wrap around towers or create curtains and rugs for inside. Not only are these methods environmentally conscious, they add unique tones and textures you won't find in store-bought supplies. The result is a one-of-a-kind fairy home, rooted in nature's palette. 14. Involving kids and family in the process. Building a fairy house is a magical way to connect with your kids and family. Gathering materials on nature walks, planning designs together, and building with small hands makes the project fun, memorable, and educational. It encourages creativity while teaching sustainability and appreciation for the natural world. 'Let each person design a room or tower, or write back and forth letters as fairies to keep the fun going. Reusing cereal boxes, bottle caps, and scrap fabric teaches kids to see value in the things we often throw away. It becomes more than a craft, it becomes a family tradition. 15. Showcasing and sharing your fairy house with others. When your fairy castle is complete, don't keep it hidden, share the magic. Take photos and share them online, or host a fairy garden party with your community. Display your creation proudly indoors or outside as a centerpiece of artful, eco-friendly creativity. You can even start a neighborhood fairy trail where others add their own creations along a park path. Sharing your DIY fairy house castle isn't just fun, it spreads joy and promotes a love of nature and sustainability. What starts as a quiet craft can blossom into a community movement. Conclusion: keep the magic growing. Thank you for joining us on this magical journey through fairy house castle inspiration made from natural and recycled materials. Every twig, bottle cap, and bit of moss has the power to tell a story, spark wonder, and make the world just a bit more beautiful, one tiny castle at a time. If you enjoyed this content, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss another enchanting idea from the right place. Until next time, keep crafting, keep dreaming, and keep spreading the magic.